Hi, salam, and peace. This is your podcast, quote unquote, Black Woman Speaks Arabic, breaking the stereotypes and stigmas around, quote unquote, Black women speaking Arabic and looking at the various dialects that you rarely hear of in Africa. Today, I have a guest, a real treat. I'm so excited as to what he's got to share with us today. And I will let him introduce himself. So, would you like to tell us who you are and where you're from?
Okay, sure. Good morning and good morning, everyone. My name is Abdul Ghaffar, but I go with Ghaffar only, if it's okay. I'm from Sudan, Northeast Africa. I was born in Libya, but right now I live in the Arabian Peninsula, particularly in Abu Dhabi, the United Arab Emirates. And I somehow consider myself lucky because Sudan official language is Arabic, so I'm native Arabic speaker, which made it easy for me to move here to Abu Dhabi and reside for the past 8 years. But yet, cultural wise, we are different in so many ways. I mean, at the end, I'm from Africa and this is the Middle East.
So, why don't you tell us a bit more about your hometown? What's that like?
So, as I mentioned, Sudan is the Northeast Africa, and I'm from the east part of Sudan, a state called El Gadaref. The capital city is called Gadaref, and the city is very beautiful. It's like surrounded by mountains on three sides, and people are amazingly friendly over there. And we have so many tribes from central Sudan, Shagia, Ja'aliya, Danagla, Bija, Hadendawa, and other tribes. But my city, it's well known for the mud huts, very beautiful mud huts. And as I said, the city is surrounded by by mountains on the three sides. So you can imagine the mud huts scattered around the mountains, and it's very beautiful scenery.
Speaking of mountains, what places would you recommend foreigners who are visiting your country for the first time?
But Sudan is a bit underrated when it comes to tourism, but we have like many mind-blowing touristic places ready to be explored. For example, the Bajarawiya. Have you heard of Bajarawiya?
Not at all.
No. So before I start with Bajarawiya, do you know that the Nubian civilization we have it in Sudan left behind more than 200 pyramids rise out of the desert? That we know is Egypt is the one that associated with the pyramids, but in Sudan we have more than 220 pyramids. Like it was built to reserve our kings and queens from the Nepta kingdoms, Merowi kingdoms. So these ancient places we have in Bajarawiya and the Merowi. It's like a one-time epic center for the ancient of Nepta and Kerma. And somehow in the east south we have Dindar National Park, a wildlife reservation, and in the east we have Sangip National Park, a protected area in the Red Sea where divers can go underwater, case out like layer of coral gardens, and so many other places.
Sounds very inviting. And so you mentioned that you are very fortunate to have Arabic as your native tongue, but what other languages are you aware of in your country?
Mm, you'll be surprised because in fact in Sudan people speak more than 115 languages, but not all of the Sudanese like speak the same language, but the official language is Arabic. And the Arabic itself has so many dialects in Sudan.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay. And do you understand any of these other dialects that you have within
No,
your own country?
no, unfortunately I only speak Arabic, but out of the 115 language, like how is it possible, right? But like since Sudan joined the Arab League and we start to like have this cultures of pan-Arabism cultures and the Arabization of Sudan started to later merged as the Afro-Arab Sudan. So we start to adopt the Arabic as of it was the official language, but everything's become more Arabic since we joined the league. Like even our flag, it changed from the African style flag to the Arab flag. Like since the independence, we had this blue, yellow, green, which is African style. But then after we joined the Arab League, it's become the red, white, black, and green. And these colors are historically linked to the Arab people and the Islamic region. So since then, we become like more Arab.
Mm. So, you are now residing in an Arabic speaking country in the Middle East. When you first moved there, how easy was it to understand their Arabic dialect in comparison to what you're used to in your home country?
But for me, I can understand most of the Arabic dialects, except the North African dialects. You know, the Tunisian and the Moroccan and the Algerian, because their dialect is a bit influenced by Spanish, French, and Greek words.
Mm.
But for the rest of the Arabic dialects, yes, I can grasp it easily.
Mm. Okay. I'm actually quite interested to hear what your Arabic dialect sounds like. Do you have any phrases or sayings, or even a short story that you'd like to share with us, even a poem, even a word in your own native Arabic dialect?
I can say like مرحبا حبابك عشرة, which is like I'm welcoming you in a Sudanese dialect.
Wow. Okay. How do I say that?
Like مرحبا, it's the same مرحبا, but we say it مرحبا حبابك عشرة, like you are
مرحبا
welcome 10 times. حبابك عشرة.
حبابك عشرة. Oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah,
That sounds really interesting. What does the ashara part at the end, what does that translate as?
like you are welcome 10 times.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so I happen to be quite fluent in Egyptian Arabic, and I want to
Wow.
see how you can understand my dialect. Can I share with you a
Yeah,
few
sure.
phrases? Okay, so there's this term called ishta.
قشطة.
Ishta. What do you think
It's
that means?
قشطة, it means like okay, deal.
Brilliant. That's right.
Yeah,
Okay. And it's funny because it literally means like cream, like the cream in your.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay, there's this next one, and it's حط في بطنك بطيخة صيفي.
Yeah, like rest assured.
Yep, that's right. And that's
Mm.
another weird one because it literally means like put a watermelon in your stomach. I have no idea why that or how that came about. So, yeah. Okay, so I've got last one, and it's very literal. There's no hidden meaning behind it. ما فيش مشكلة.
Yeah, like there is no problem.
Right. Okay. So there's no problem. And you happen to be learning or actually improving your English. And do you have any advice? Because you understand a journey of learning a language is like. Do you have any advice for any Arabic learners or those who learn Arabic but want to take on another Arabic dialect? Any tips to share?
The only tips I can give to them that they need like to get in touch with Arabic people so they can pick up words easily, and they need to focus on one dialect only because it can be very confusing, some words in Egyptian dialect from the other dialects.
All right, and there you have it from Brother Abdullah Far. It was really a treat having you as a guest in this episode, and I wish you all the best in your endeavors. Ma salama.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Marcela.